and I'm here to help you improve your English while we talk about a subject from Galicia. Today, I'm going to talk about surfing. I'm going to explain 5 words and phrases in English, and then I would love to hear your opinion on this subject in the comments. Surfing in Galicia. This year, the Xunta has introduced a new plan to promote surfing in Galicia. First, what is it that makes Galicia a good spot for surfing? Galicia has several characteristics that make it ideal for surfing. There are 1,500 kilometers of coastline in Galicia. This makes up 20% of Spain's coastline. Galicia has its rias, or estuaries, which are attractive places for surfing. There are suitable wave conditions throughout the year. Additionally, there are a wide variety of beaches which are appropriate for different levels, preferences, and times of year. Surfing has a rich history here, which is described at the Oceano de Surf Museum in Valdoviño and is evident in different competitions like the Patin Classic, and also the numerous businesses already involved in the sector. Sports-related tourism in general is increasing in Spain, and at the same time, surfing in particular has become more popular globally, as the number of surfers in the world has increased in the period from 2001 to 2011 from 26 to 35 million. This number is expected to surge when surfing debuts next year as an official Olympic sport in Tokyo, Japan. According to an article in La Voz de Galicia, surfing is already making its mark economically here. Rob Gunning, the European director of the World Surf League, has said that the Patin Classic, the competition that takes place on the coast north of the city of Ferrol, has an overall economic impact of 5 to 6 million euros. The local governments of Ferroterra claim a figure as high as 10 million euros. What is the possible future of surfing in Galicia? The Xunta's plan to promote tourism includes a map of recommended beaches, more video and high-quality photographic materials for advertising, merchandising, and better signs to help surfers find beaches. They hope to differentiate surfing from more common types of tourism with a focus on its unique characteristics. Specifically, it's focused on nature and culture and is practiced throughout the year, depending on the waves at different beaches at different times. It also offers opportunities for schools to teach the sport to beginners. What's more, part of the goal of the Xunta's program is sustainability and protection of the natural environment. In fact, La Costa da Morte is a candidate this year for participation as a World Surfing Reserve, a program organized by Save the Waves. Save the Waves is an international nonprofit NGO that's dedicated to protecting the coastal environment. If accepted, La Costa da Morte will be the 2nd reserve declared in Europe and the 12th in the world. Some surfers in Galicia are concerned about increasing levels of people coming to local beaches. They are worried that attracting more visitors to the beaches will cause overcrowding and limit local surfers' access to places they have been visiting for years. There's also a concern about litter on the beaches. Now, I have some questions for you about this, but first, let's look at 5 words and phrases from this story. Number 1, this makes up 20% of Spain's coastline. To make up is a phrasal verb to compose or constitute. Example, this book is made up of 12 short stories. Numbers 2 and 3. This number is expected to surge when surfing debuts next year as an official Olympic sport in Tokyo, Japan. Let's look at surge and debut. Surge here is a verb meaning to suddenly increase a large amount. So for example, sales surged after the advertising campaign started. You can also use it as a noun. Example, the surge in the number of surfers surprised everyone. Debut also works both as a noun and a verb. It means to perform or present something for the first time. The website's debut was very successful. He debuted with the Xunta last year. In Spanish, it translates to estreno and estrenar. But careful, we don't use this with clothes, like estrenar un vestido nuevo. There isn't really a common way to communicate that idea in English. The closest would be to say, I'm going to wear my new dress for the first time. Word or phrase 4. According to an article in La Voz de Galicia, surfing is already making its mark economically. To make your mark on something is to have an important effect on it. Example, the new band is making its mark on the local music scene. And number 5, there is also concern about litter on the beaches. Litter is small pieces of rubbish that have been left lying on the ground in public places. This is non-count, so use it with a singular verb. Example, there was a lot of litter in the street after the street market left. And use piece of litter to talk about individual items. Example, I picked up 2 pieces of litter in the park. This word doesn't really have a translation to Spanish because it's basura, but it's basura on the ground in a public place. It's very specific. The verb to litter means to leave these pieces of rubbish on the ground. So please, I want to know, what do you think about surfing in Galicia and its future? Have you ever surfed here? How was your experience? Did you see litter? Did you experience overcrowding? Do you think this is a good plan? I would love to hear your opinion. If you have any questions or ideas for another subject matter, another topic, please leave me a comment. Bye.